Hello and welcome back to the Essex Allotment Farm. For those who don't know me, my name's Alex. I'm the founder of the Essex Allotment Farm, which is for its most part a four seasons market garden that sells organic vegetables direct to end consumer through veg box service and farmers markets. Today I am at the farm, which I know the other project's really new and exciting and shiny and brilliant, but stick with me with my farm videos because they'll be super cool as well. Unfortunately, the backdrop again is not particularly exciting because despite the sunny, cold weather we had first thing this morning, the only opportunity I had to come to the farm today was now, which is about 11 o'clock on Sunday, and it started raining again. I had this idea of working in the fruit patch today, and planting some of my new and exciting items that a company has sent me. And I still will get to do that, but I thought I was going to have the sun beating down on me, but it's raining. But I'm going to crack on anyway, so stick with me and I'll show you some of the exciting stuff going on. So we're going to be working in the fruit area behind me with this new area that I'm creating this season. It's the driest part of the farm, and that's why we can get away with working in these conditions. But first of all, I was on my way here and I stopped up at a garden centre because if you remember, and I'll cut to a fancy video, I removed these 3 raised beds and I've put fruit trees in 2 of them with strawberries around the base. And I need to pick up a third fruit tree to go with them, some kind of self-fertile apple variety, but nothing took my fancy in the garden centre. The second thing that I've got to do this season is I've got these 40-litre pots. And I've got about 8 of them. I've got mint in one of them so far, as well as my raised beds. So they're really good for containing stuff, but I want a better use for them. Now, I was in the garden centre looking around for inspiration. I thought, oh, do I get another variety of mint? I wasn't really sure. And yeah, I came to an impasse really of what to do with these 40-litre pots I've got. Now, they don't produce enough potatoes in them to warrant me doing potato varieties in them. I've got enough mint really, if truth be told. So I'm at a bit of an impasse on what to do with these 8 or 9 40-litre pots this season. I want something a bit quirky, a bit different. I've just done horseradish in a pallet collar, so that's contained, and that's enough of that for season 1. So if you've got any ideas, give me a shout. What do I use these for? Oh, look at this. The sun's actually come out, stopped raining. Lucky me. Anyway, this area behind me, which I showed you in that clip just a minute ago, I'm in cinematic mode because I feel like I look really good in cinematic mode, or not really good, that's a bit self-indulgent, but I look a lot better in cinematic mode. Anyway, this area behind me the first top bit has been topped all winter, and this is my rhubarb patch, or is going to be in my rhubarb patch with some specialist varieties of fruit around. Now, in this video, I'm going to share with you something that a company called RW WARPOLE sent me. It's the stuff you saw me unpackaging at the beginning of the video. This video is not sponsored by them. They haven't paid me any money, but they did send me a few bits. The reason we've got a relationship is because if you followed my channel for the few years I've been here, you'll know that I bought rhubarb crowns off them in the past, and that I bought 1,000 bare root strawberry stock off them, and we've got a great working relationship. It's where I go for all my wholesale soft fruits. And they've entered the sort of retail market, doing smaller amounts to smaller gardeners as opposed to just farming retail. So I thought, why not? It's a company that I enjoy working with. They sent me a few bits to top up this rhubarb patch and some unique berries to do at the top there. I'm going to show you how I'm going to better plant them this year to get better results. I should show you really what RW WARPOLE have been kind enough to send me. So as I already talked about, they've sent me 10 rhubarb crowns ready to plant out, and that's what the main part of what we'll be doing today. Then they've sent me 6 raspberry canes, varieties all gold. They've sent me another 6 raspberry canes, variety Valentia. They've sent me 30 bare root strawberry plants. The only reason they're still in plastic, not unpacked, is because I don't need any more strawberries here. So they'll be going to the cafe site. The variety of rhubarb is Strawberry Surprise. Oh, that sounds good. And then they've sent me these 2 small potted berry bushes which is a hybrid berry Buckingham Tayberry, and this one, which is a Loganberry. So as I said, this area up the top here, I tarped over the winter and then covered in wood chip as I moved the tarp down to extend the area, which is the bit you've just seen. We've had some success with rhubarb in here, but I did put about another 10 crowns on this side at the beginning, or this time last year. And last season, I completely lost most of them. And that was really disappointing, but that's because this area did not look in control like it is now. It got really weedy, I lost control of it, and it kind of got neglected where I was busy on the main parts of the farm. So I've got to do a better job this time, and I'm going to use a slightly different technique to try and do that. So let me show you. So I'm really lucky. I get access to a load of these flower buckets. My mum's a florist, or was a florist, so she's got units full of them. I think they're about 2 litres, so they're not really big enough to grow anything farm scale on. But I thought I'd get a few of them and cut them like you've just seen me do, and make these collars, which are only about 3-4 inches deep. And effectively, the reason I lost a load of the rhubarb and struggled to look after them last year is because I planted them. They didn't really take off particularly well. The weeds took over and I lost where they were. I put stakes in, but they got knocked out and effectively lost in the big weedy mess that became where the rhubarb crowns were, so I couldn't do anything about it. So this time I'm going to plan to put these in the floor, fill them with compost or manures, which is what rhubarb likes, so I can see them and they're slightly above the ground, and plant my new rhubarb crowns in here so that through season 1 I know exactly where they are and I can really mollycoddle them and make sure they establish well. I'll go and show you now, because I've done one like true Blue Peter style. Here's one I did earlier. In the top corner I'm going to space the rhubarb crowns out, and this is what it looks like. And it just gives me a better chance, or a fighting chance, of looking after the crowns in season 1. And as you can imagine, or I'll show you when I'm done it in a minute, I'm going to have them spaced out and down this patch. And then at the end of season 1, I can, if I'm comfortable with how they're doing, I can just whip this plastic off, dispose of it responsibly, or reuse them for something else, and they'll sit nice and natural in the ground. That's the plan anyway. So that's the first 5 done. Let me show you. Not the straightest line ever, but it will do. I've planted them with a bit of the crown poking out the ground. The idea is not too wet area of the farm. The wood chip should help with that. The highly nutritious rotted manure that I've planted them in, and then finished them in finished compost, should give them the best start to life possible. And then, like I said, if they really establish in year 1 and look like we've got this patch under better control, we can whip those plastic rings off and it will look nice and natural again. I was just doing a bit of recording in the tool shed and spotted that the boss was here to inspect the new work. As if by magic, we are done. So these ones on the left, the second lot, look slightly more prominent, and that's just because where I cut these to 2 or 3 inches deep, they felt a little bit flimsy. So these ones I did 4 inches, so there's just a bit taller, that's all. So that's it, that's the job's done for today. well, that's the main job. I'm going to potter around and do a few other bits, but I'll leave you in suspense. I mean, you know already, I've got the rest of that fruit to put in. But yeah, do chuck in the comments what you think I should do with those pots. Let me know what you think of my ridiculous rhubarb sort of nursery that I'm doing, or I've just done. I'm still getting used to this talking to camera and thinking at the same time. I'm a very simple guy. Can't necessarily do two things at once, as the old saying goes. But yeah, thanks for watching my video. I'm at the farm Monday and Tuesday next week, and then I'm back at the other place at the back end of the week in the kitchen garden. So watch out for some updates next week. Like and subscribe and do all that stuff that we should be shouting about, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.